All right, guys. Shut up, Mortal Kombat music, right? This is the guide that a lot of people have been kind of waiting for me to do. I was going to do it yesterday, and then my chat was annoying the shit out of me. How are you going to argue with me about, like, fucking Kung Lao? Who the fuck does that? You motherfuckers came to me because I was the fucking, you know what, whatever. Anyways, why would you pick this character? Because you value style over substance, right? Nobody picks Kung Lao because of his, like, godlike neutral. Like, nobody picks him for, you know, intricate technical shit or fundamentals. They pick Kung Lao because you want to do big-ass fucking combos that look really fucking cool and do a lot of fucking damage. That's it. That's the only reason to pick this character, right? What is this character's archetype? Attractiveness, okay? You want to be good-looking. You want to be stylish, right? You want to have forbidden headwear. Lao is your boy, right? So his build, the build that I'm giving you guys, I have like fucking 10 builds, right? But the build I'm giving you is a variation of Lotus Fist. Has Orbiting Hat and Possessed Hat. I like to call it the Swoopy Hat. Basically, all you're doing is swapping out Omega Hat for Possessed Hat. If you go on my channel, you can see that I have a Kung Lao combo video for Lotus Fist. If you want some combos, they all work for this build, except anything that uses Omega Hat, which is the double Orbiting Hat burn, right? Other than that, all of the combos work. It's basically the same variation as Lotus Fist, only with better utility when dealing with zoning because of Possessed Hat. So what does all this even mean, right? So we have Orbiting Hat, right? He just does that, and a hat spins around him, and it's pretty fucking cool, right? And it allows you to do, like, combos. It puts him into a juggle status, so you can link things off of it, right? So a lot of Kung Laos are going to do this shit, right? And then you can get a full combo. Or you can do other combos, right? Like, he just does everything, just combos into everything. What's important about Lotus Fist, or not Lotus Fist, Orbiting Hat, is it is plus 15 on hit, right? So you can link it into forward 4 as a one-frame link. That is hard. I've done it before. I've done it in match. It's not impossible, okay? It's just hard to do. The thing that you need to note about Orbiting Hat that makes it important is that it costs 1 defensive and 1 offensive, but it makes everything you do safe. That's why you take Orbital Hat, right? To get big damage, right? You don't even have to hit confirm. Just do anything into Orbital Hat. If it hits, then you combo. If they block, then you block because you're safe. It's -4 on block, right? And so your turn is over. You're done. You can overextend, but you can also get interrupted like an idiot. But it'll keep a lot of his crazy strings like this, right? 4-2-1 is like minus, right? You throw an Orbital Hat, it's safe. Forward 1-3, minus. You throw an Orbital Hat, it's allegedly safe. The thing about Orbital Hat is it's got a weird hitbox, so sometimes shit just isn't safe. Forward 1-3 is like the big problem string with this move. So be careful. Your mileage may vary in using Orbital Hat to make yourself safe, but it is a catch-all instant. All it does is it takes whatever you're doing and it adds 1 more hit to hit confirm. That's it. It's one of the best moves in the game, in my opinion, because it's so brain dead. You just kind of do it, and they either hit or it didn't. The other hat in this build is going to be Possessed Hat. So, like, he has his normal hat toss, but with Possessed Hat, it makes it do, like, this little arcing pattern. And if you have Possessed Hat, you can actually, this is the only way to get an Amplify, right? And he actually throws 2 hats. This is the only way to get that, and that's why I took this, because a lot of Kung Lao's unsafe shit, right? You can throw out an unsafe string, and a lot of times Kung Lao's will end it with a hat toss, which is also unsafe, but the idea is to try and catch them trying to punish you, right? If I do an unsafe string, right, like forward 1-3, and you're going to punish me because I've been staggering it, I can throw out the hat. But eventually they start blocking the hat and punishing it. Now with this, you have 2, right? You can double burn it. You can amplify it. It's -10, but there is a little bit of pushback, so it's not easy to punish. It's quasi-safe, but for the most part, people block the first hat, think they can punish you, and then you launch out the second hat. Also, if you look at how slow these hats are, right? As far as covering space, remember, Kung Lao's kind of a close-range character, a little bit. So this slow-ass projectile, specifically when you meter burn it, gives you time to run behind it, right? You can kind of run behind it and chase it in, so that way Kung Lao can get into the range that he wants to be in without having to fucking play the neutral, basically. As far as other special moves, right, he doesn't have a whole lot that's important. He's got fucking spin, he's got dive kick, and he's got teleport. So that's that, right? So spin, he just launches you can get a combo. You can amplify it, get another combo. You can use as many of the regular spin as you want in a combo. It just, the hit stun scaling like makes them eventually fall out, but you can hit like 3. I've seen people do combos with like 4 spins. The meter burn spin you can only use once, right? So if I do the meter burn spin and I try to do it again, you see how they fall out. They fall down before the second spin comes out. You can't use 2 meter burn spins in the same combo. Other one, dive kick, self-explanatory, death on block. The idea, I could make an entire video on like the applications and usage of dive kick. All I'm going to say is, if they block your dive kick, you will die. Okay? If your dive kick hits, right, you cannot be punished if it hits. The idea behind the dive kick is to not necessarily throw it out every time. It's a hard read kind of move, which is why it's death on block. But the idea behind the dive kick that makes it dangerous is it's the dive kick you don't do, right? The threat of dive kick is far scarier than the actual dive kick. And there is a crushing blow on it, and it is your armor break. So when you launch them, if they're going to break, right, you can just go for the dive kick right there. No. Really? I can't even do that. Whatever. I'm going to do it off of this. Right. You launch him. Dive kick. Gives you the armor break. If you get the armor break with the dive kick, meter burn it, you get the crushing blow. Big fucking damage, right? That's a theme with Kung Lao. Big fucking damage. And then the other thing is the teleport. Right? Yeah. Teleport 1. Little hat. Teleport 2. Overhead. So teleport 1 gives you frame advantage, right? Gives you +2 on block. It's +11 on hit. You can get combos off of it. It kind of acts like a regular jump in. The second one, the overhead, right? It's safe. It's an overhead. That's pretty much it. Then we have the grab, right? Grab takes him up in the air. If you land a grab, right, as your last move, then you do teleport 4, which is a switchy shit. Gives you that crushing blow, right? Here's the deal with teleport. Don't even fucking do that shit. Just pretend teleport doesn't exist. Teleport is to punish a projectile from full screen when you've made the read on the projectile and can get your teleport out during the startup animation of their projectile, right? If you look at teleport, it has 1 frame startup, but all this shit, like, 10 frames, 12 frames, 21 frames, right? Like, this 1 frame startup is just from when he throws the hat, but like, when he does the teleport, you have enough time to just punish him. You should never, ever eat the teleport. Let me show you. Right? I'm going to set it. Right? I'm going to set him. It doesn't matter which teleport we set him to, right? We're going to do the grab here. Right? We're going to set it up to, we'll do the overhead, right? Good. Okay, it doesn't matter which one you set it to, because that shit's punishable by a down 1 on reaction every time. Be careful with this teleport, right? Oh, I fuck it up, right? Oh, I fucked it up, right? You can just do a standing jab, right? Like, he teleports, standing jab, nice fall, right? Easy. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter which one he does, right? You just down 1, right? You can down 1. Get a combo there. No matter what, when his hat hits the ground, you just hit down 1. That's what you're looking for. He throws the hat behind you. As soon as the hat hits the ground, you hit down 1. You just fucking punish him, and it's fucking free, right? Hits the ground, down 1. You can do it standing, right? He does that, standing. A lot of people would just do that, right? Hold on, what is it? Oh, I think Sub-Zero does that. The stand 1. Hold on. Yeah, it's stand 1. Whatever. Stand 1, back 1. don't do the teleport, okay? Be careful with that shit. I know a lot of you people you pick Kung Lao because you want to rush in and like be badass and unga bunga, but like the reality is you're a fucking idiot, all right? Don't do that shit. Careful with that teleport. You guys give this character a bad name because you just spam that shit. Just teleport and dive kick, right? And then go for combos. And that's why you're bad at this character. Now, important moves. Again, I'm going to try and keep this video. We're already at 10.5 minutes. I'm going to burn through these really quickly. If you guys want me to go more in depth with some of this stuff, let me know. But I'm going to tell you the important moves you need to know, and I'm going to try and burn through why. So first important move is forward 1. 10 frame mid has 2 follow-ups. Forward 1-3 up 2 and forward 1-2. Forward 1-2 is not safe. It's -7. Everybody thinks it's safe, but against Sub-Zero it's unsafe. They can punish it with a jab, but forward 1-2 gives you a hard knockdown. If they block it, it's like the easiest flawless block setup in the world, but this is what you want to do to kind of harass them with a mid, right? So forward 1 is a 10 frame mid. Thank God we got it, and it advances. Has really good stagger. Right, if you want to just cash it in, forward 1-2 gives you a nice knockdown, almost 100 damage, and it's relatively safe. The other follow-up, forward 1-3, this move is like the robbery move, right? Forward 1-3 is -19 on block. This should be punished, right? It should. No one ever punishes it, but it should be punished. This is why you take Orbital Hat, to have access to this. This is your primary hit confirm, right? You want to use amplified spin to convert them off of it, right? And get your full fucking combo, except my hands are cold, right? Be careful with that. Now, the other follow-up forward 1-3 up 2. This ends in a high. This is the most broken string in the game. It just doesn't work. When I say broken, I don't mean broken like it's good and overpowered. It just doesn't work. It does not function. Try not to use this unless you have made a hard read that they're going to try to punish forward 1-3, because the last hit is a high, so it should make contact if you're crouch blocking, and then if you look at the fucking frame data, it's fucking supposed to be -6 on block, so it's supposed to be a way for you to make this move safe if you read that your opponent is going to block and not punish forward 1-3. But unfortunately, because of the hitbox issues with this game and with this character, this last hit will whiff on like a whole bunch of characters, even if they're blocking, right? So they don't have to make the read to neutral duck the high and punish you. They can just continue blocking and this will whiff and then you will die. So be careful with this string. Be careful with forward 1-3. Just like, I don't even really use forward 1-3 anymore unless it's a hard read. I, for the most part, just use forward 1-2. I get my knockdown. If they block, I start playing flawless block games. That's how you safely use this forward 1 string. Otherwise, you will get yourself fucking killed, which is like a theme with Kung Lao. Next most important string is going to be 1-2. This is your auto shimmy. It blows up flawless block up 2s. It has 1 follow-up, 1-2-2. That thing is basically useless outside of combo ending, right? You also have 1-2-1, gives you a side swap, and it's an easy hit confirm, right? So you can just kind of 1-2-1, amplified spin, and get your combo there. You do have to amplify the spin. If you do 1-2-1 in the regular spin, it whiffs. Oftentimes I'll do 1-2-1 into hat. What's important about 1-2-1 that's actually more useful than anything else is that 1-2-1 is +10 on hit. This is a very, very strong frame trap. So when you go over 1-2-1, you can hit confirm, right? Let me show you the combo, right? Hold on, my hands are really cold. Ah, damn it. Ah, I almost got it. I want to demonstrate this. Okay, so 295 comboing off a 1-2-1, right? So then we do this. At +10, there's 93. 130. So that's what? Almost the same amount of damage, right? Without spending the bar. Almost, not the same. The combo does a little bit more damage. But let me show you this, right? You do 1-2-1 there, that's 93, right? And then, like, let me not fuck it up. Hold on, let me not fuck it up. Right? Whatever. It's really cold. It's really cold right now, and my hands are killing me. Right? Oh my God, why can't I do this? 324, right? So you see how going for the reset off 1-2-1, like if you go for the combo, it nets you so much more damage. So a lot of Kung Laos, they go for 1-2-1 and then they instantly hit confirm for a combo. But don't discount the +10 and don't discount the fact that it leaves them standing to go for a reset and really blow them up for big damage. People always criticize me for this. They're always like, why don't you ever hit confirm? Why don't you ever get the guaranteed damage? And I'm like, because I'm King Unga Bunga, asshole. I'm gonna what am I gonna? I'm gonna fucking go and hit confirm a jab string, or am I gonna go for a standing reset at +10? They have to respect, because with the grab or with another combo, the damage output is similar to the regular combo, but with the grab you can load the crushing blow. There's a lot of utility in the grab, right? And with going for another combo, you're just adding on extra damage. So I'm not saying don't hit confirm 1-2-1. I'm saying don't discount the +10. It is very, very useful. Next important string is going to be 2-1, right? This shit, you can do 2-1-4. Yeah, it's a kick, right? You can do 2-1-2-1-2, right? He does 1,000 tiny punches, and you can even throw the kick on the end of that as well. This string starts out with a triple high. This is your punisher, right? Okay, he does slide, punish him, go for combo, right? Whatever. It is also a jump in, right? You can use it as a jump in. All right, hold on. Right, use it as a jump in. You can even use it in the nooch to catch people as a spacing tool. I'll throw a hat toss in there at the end as well because of the option select, right? You can hit 2-1 hat, and if it doesn't make contact, it'll option select and the hat won't come out. If it does make contact, the option select will give you a hat. So that is a pretty nifty tool. Just be careful with 2-1-2. A lot of people try to use 2-1-2 as like their jab string or in pressure or just raw. People use it meaty. It starts with a triple high. It's a long time before it gets to a mid. You will eat a lot of down twos. So be very, very careful with this string. The follow-up kick at the end is kind of like stealing an extra turn. If you look, it's -7. It's not necessarily like safe. Well, the 2-1-4 is safe, but like -7, there's a little bit of pushback, so it's relatively safe, but it's adding an extra hit on there. However, if you don't add the extra kick on the full string, the 2-1-2-1-2, you are at +1. You could do gimmicks with that. Do gimmicks with that, right? Next one is going to be 4-4. This is your fucking kick. Starts out in 14 frames. Can 1 frame link off of Orbital Hat for a combo. It is 2 hits. It is a mid, so it's kind of quasi-easy to frame, or to, not quasi-easy. It's kind of hard to hit confirm. It's not the easiest hit confirm. You have to input your special move before the ending of the second hit, right? But you have a lot of gimmicks you can do off of this. If they block it, forward 4 gives you a perfect opportunity for a flawless block. It's -3, so if they block forward 4 and they try to press, flawless block their ass. Send them on a ride, right? But it's basically just an unseeable, right? It's 14 frames, so you can't react to it. It's slow. The idea is you dash in, right? You're in the neutral, you dash in, and now I have a 10-frame grab and this shit, which leads to big damage. It's part of the 50-50 of Kung Lao strike throw. That's what you want to use it. You just dash in and do it and hope it works. It's slow. You can get mashed on, but the output of it, I mean, if you just look at like just regular ass this shit, right? Hold on. You just do regular forward 4 into a bunch of shit, right? That's 316. Just forward 4, spin, forward 4, amplify, spin, forward 4. It's like your biggest damage combo filler. Use it. Next one's going to be 4-2-1. Right? There's a final hit, forward 2-1-4. Forward 2-1-4 is death on block. Okay, -13 if they block it. If you hit them with a counter hit or a punish, it is a crushing blow. That's how you get those like 50-60% damage combos with Kung Lao. Most part, you're going to be using forward 2-1. It's -8. Still punishable, but that's why we have Orbital Hat. Be careful. This is Kung Lao's best long range, right? Long range string. He hits from further back. For the most part, everything he does is up close. So this is your long range string. Keep that in mind, right? It's just unsafe. So you got to have Orbital Hat ready. Orbital Hat at the ready. Don't use this string without Orbital Hat unless you've got some contingency plans. Next string is going to be back 3, right? This is your regular shimmy. This is also what I use as my jump in, right? So I'll do jump in 2, back 3. And the reason for that is because of the wonkiness of 2-1-2. 2-1-2 is like your more damaging jump in, but people will just neutral duck and just mash down 2s on you. And sometimes that just doesn't dial in your string. I don't know. But if you dial in back 3, it'll stop that. It always jails, always combos. It's safer. They can't blow it up. If you do back 3-2, you're safe. -7, there's enough pushback to where they can't punish it. There is a third hit that is -4, back 3-2-1, right? But this shit is a liability. Adding that last hit, pretty much every character can just jump over it or short hop it and then punish you for a full combo. So be careful about throwing that out. You always want to do back 3-2 and then hit confirm into meter burn spin or something like that. Or fish for the flawless block, because again, back 3-2, -7. Outside of Sub-Zero, you're not going to get punished too easily. It's hard to get the flawless block on this one. You kind of have to be in the corner because of the pushback. But if you're in the corner and you hit back 3-2 and they try to check you with a down 4 because of the range on the pushback, you get an easy flawless block off that. Flawless block up 3 doesn't always connect when you flawless block someone poking after this, but flawless block up 2 will almost always connect in the corner. Next important strings are his generic shit, right? So his generic down 3, this move is like, this is the move that Kung Lao is like feared for, right? It's actually kind of like basic bitch as far as pokes go, right? Down 3 is 7 frames on startup, plus 14 on hit. That's your average shit, -5 on block. What's important about down 3 is there's like hardly any block stun, right? So it's -5, but they have to press as soon as they block it. If they don't press, they miss their opportunity. You can mash it out and just keep stringing down 3s on them. So that's what makes the move seem cheaper and faster than it is. You have to interrupt another. If they're mashing it, you have to interrupt it pretty fast. Otherwise, he'll get another one out. It's not that the move is fast, and it's not that the move doesn't have recovery or it's plus. It just feels plus because there's not any blocks done. As soon as you block it, you can immediately attack for the most part, right? His next notable generic move is going to be the jump 3 or jump 4. He has the dumbass jump kick hitbox. That's it. This is fucking goddamn impossible to fucking anti-air. Anything with the diagonal hitbox in a 2D fighting game is always going to be cheap and overpowered. It's always going to be the hardest thing to fucking deal with. Kung Lao has one. He can also dive kick off of it. And there's the option select of if they block, right? If they block, you don't get special move cancels, right? Well, dive kick comes out. But there's the option select there on, I think it's like flawless block or something. Either way, you shouldn't be doing fucking dive kick on block anyways. Don't do that shit. Just fucking hit confirm your shit. You have a lot of time to hit confirm dive kick, right? But I'm like delaying it a lot. Oh, well, I can't delay it that much, but don't delay it too much. But there you go. You can delay it quite a bit to hit confirm. Just learn how to hit confirm. Don't rely on option selects. Those are like the generic moves that are notable. I'm not going to cover all of his generic moves. His uppercut is really good. Actually not bad. I thought it was like the worst, but as far as anti-airs, you can get combos off of it. It's actually a decent uppercut. His up 2s and up 3s are pretty good. The range you want to play Kung Lao, generally speaking, range 1. If you're here, you can enforce your strike throw 50-50, go for big-ass damage and whatnot. But he's not useless outside. I usually play Kung Lao around this range. This is actually where I play Kung Lao. And the reason for that is people are fucking terrified of him. They're not going to let you get close. So you're going to have to play footsies from further back and look for an opportunity to get in. If Kung Lao gets in, he wins neutral. He puts you in a 50-50 between big-ass combo or throw loops. That's the other thing, right? His back grab loops. It gives you, like, godlike... So I can just sit there, and within a dash after the grab, I can do it again, right? And you can just loop that fucking 10 times in a row. If they're just going to keep blocking, you just keep doing it. That's what makes him so scary up close, which is why it's very hard for him to get in close. So usually you want to hang out at range 3, right? This is about where I hang out, harass them with hats, right? The idea is from here, if they push a button trying to advance on me, I can get the dive kick, right? You can even go for the short dive kick, the instant dive kick, right? The triangle jump, that shit. To do that, hit up back and then down kick really quickly, or up forward down kick. But I don't know, I find the up back one easy, right? So you can sit there and poke and then go for that shit if they're trying to poke, if they're trying to counter poke, right? It's also part of his triangle jump, right? So if you're trying to get in, you can do that shit. triangle jump. He also has Oki setups in the corner. If you knock them down and then you triangle jump over them, it'll cause their inputs to flip-flop, so their up threes will go backwards. If you do the triangle jump really, really low to the ground over their body while they're on the ground. There's a lot of gimmicks for it. Practice the triangle jump. Use it to get from range 3 to range 1. Range 1's where you want to be. Range 3 is where you're going to find yourself at for the most part. So, yeah, we're already long. This is a 20-minute fucking video, and I was trying to keep it at 10 minutes. So I'm going to cut it here. If you have any questions, fucking comment or whatever, right? But that's going to be it for Kung Lao. Hopefully you guys learned something, all right?